A vaccine advisory group to the Center for Disease Control and Prevention will be having a meeting to discuss who gets the vaccine first when it's approved. It's still not confirmed when the first COVID-19 vaccine will be in the market, but there are expected to be shortages once it's approved. Dr. Julia Heck is an Associate Dean for Research at the University of North Texas. She is an epidemiologist and highlights the groups that are expected to get the vaccine first.
Of course, they're going to start with people who are most likely to be exposed and the most vulnerable people. So that's going to be healthcare workers who have a really good likelihood of exposure. Also, people who work in nursing homes. And then it's not necessarily just physicians and nurses. It could be other people who work at the hospital, like janitors, who have a pretty high likelihood of exposure as well.
Dr. Heck expects the vaccines to be in the market by the summer of 2021. But admits that it might be long after that an average American would be able to get vaccinated because of expected shortages of the vaccine and its complex procedure.
There's something called the cold chain with vaccines, where vaccines have to be kept at a certain temperature until they reach the person who's vaccinated. So there's just many sort of moving parts.
For an average American like Melissa Osornio, this pandemic has been a struggle, but she understands not being a priority for the vaccine once it's approved.
Personally, I feel okay with waiting over a year to get it as an average American, but that's only because I feel like we should prioritize like this essential workers and stuff like that.
In a framework released by the National Academy of Science earlier this month, it is believed that all the Americans who did not receive the vaccine initially will be covered in Phase 4 of the vaccination process. The Advisory Committee on Immunization Practices has yet to vote on this topic. Back to you at the desk.